What's up, guys, and welcome back. And today I have another video, and today it's gonna be a different type of video. Today is the video that I've been meaning to do for a very long time, and that is the top 5 Marvel movies that I really like. And as you know, top 5, I will probably eventually do a top 10, but I'm sticking with top 5 because I only can come up with 5 right now because I think that these 5 are truly the best. But as always, please tell me who are your top 5 or top 10 in the comments down below. Tell me which ones are your favorite. And let's get ready for Avengers 4 coming out in I think a couple months from now. Let's see. It's February, March, April. Oh yeah, it's coming out in 3 months from now. Wow. Well, no, more like 2. Wow. Wow, time's flying by fast. But, yeah, point is, let's get into the video, and let's start with number 1. And in first place, we have, I'm just joking now. We're going with number 5 first, because I'm liking to start backwards, and that's usually how these top 5 videos go. So, in number 5, I have Guardians of the Galaxy 1. Now, I like Guardians of the Galaxy better than the second one, mostly because we get to see the characters expand and come together as a family, and that is truly a storyline that I think is truly meant for the characters. We got to see growth between Star-Lord and Gamora, but that would be later on touched on in the sequel. We got Rocket and Raccoon. We got Rocket starting to care for the group, and we got Groot sacrificing his life for the team. And well, that was basically a cool scene too. And well, especially the scene where we get them all standing in a line, taking on, holding the power of the Power Stone against the great and mighty Roland. And well, I think that's a great scene, and honestly, Roland may not have been a great character, but I still like the movie because it was a great storytelling for the character, especially that Stan Lee cameo. But I think Thor 3 really racked it up with that cameo better than that, cause I thought it was more funny. But let's get into number 2. What I mean for number 2, I mean let's start into number 4. I just like saying things like that to see if you guys would catch me. But let's get into this. So, in second place, fourth place, I have Thor 3, aka Thor Ragnarok. Now, the reason why I like Thor Ragnarok is because it's a great movie, a fun movie. It has laughter. It's a great movie for the family. It's a great movie to watch no matter where you go, and it's really hilarious. Especially with the Hulk and Thor entire fight scene. That was awesome. And all the arguments they had between it. It was pretty funny. And especially the scene where Bruce Banner jumped out of the thing and hit the bridge without turning into Hulk, and that did not go so well for him, but it was still funny. And well, even though it was a funny movie, it still had those dark tones and showed us the aspect of Thor having to sacrifice everything to stop Hela. And honestly, that was a great storyline. And well, let's get into number 3. So, in third place, we have Black Panther. Now, Black Panther was a great storyline. I really liked it. It kind of did honestly, if I was going to do a top 5 all comic book movies, I would probably put it in maybe 4th or 5th. Mostly because Aquaman, I liked Aquaman better than Black Panther. Please don't get mad at me, other Marvel fans. I'm just a fan of DC and Marvel, but I'm just do Marvel better because I get a better gist of it. But either way, Marvel, DC, they just make great movies anyway, except for DC, making bad movies, making it hard to support them. But either way, they make good TV shows. But the point is, Marvel is doing well, and I'm glad for it. But Black Panther, it was something that I did not see coming for a long time. They touched upon stuff that we did not expect to actually be touched upon, and it lightened it up even further than we thought by introducing Killmonger, by him actually overthrowing T'Challa in a battle, and that was honestly a great scene. But in the final fight scene had to be one of the best, especially the ending. It was a sad ending, but a great ending for the character, with it all having a storyline that actually affected the main character, and it really made him realize that maybe we need to change this, and that honestly had to be a cool storyline. I'm glad that they did that. I'm glad they touched upon it, and I'm glad that the main villain was a great villain that touched upon on the overarching storyline that led into the final conclusion. Point is, even though they touched upon it a little bit differently in the movie, with having Killmonger wanting to basically show that Wakanda is one of the strongest nations ever, and come out of the hiding. But either way, Black Panther was a great movie. It still really did a great show, and when we found out about the ending, it T'Challa took it away, but he realized that Killmonger was right. That had to be a great ending scene. So let's go into number 2. So in second place, this guy used to be in my number 1 spot until we really go into my main number 1 movie. And well, let's get into this. So, in number 1, I have Captain America Winter Soldier. Now, I bet some of you are wondering why Captain America Civil War is not on there, because I wasn't a big fan of Civil War. It was kind of choppy with all those villains and all these plot threads going on. Wasn't a big fan of it. It was a great movie and all, but was not a fan of it. It would probably be like my 6th or 7th film. But yeah, I would put Captain America Winter Soldier because it was a great movie. We saw the rise of Hydra in the modern age. We saw the fall of Shield. We got Bucky Barnes returning as the Winter Soldier. We got Cap and them both fighting each other. We got them both realizing that. We got Cap realized that actually that is Bucky Barnes, and we got Bucky Barnes without his memory, trying to figure everything out. And well, he works as actually a assassin for Hydra. And point is, it sounds like it's a great movie. It has even though it has political views on it, it still is a great movie by all showing it up in the end, and even killing off Nick Fury, which I did not think they would do. But the ending with him returning was actually quite great. I'm glad they took it that way, and I'm glad that even though it was all such a big movie and all that, I like what they did with Thor Ragnarok. I like what they did with it, especially with having the Falcon make his first appearance. I thought it was funny having Falcon. I really liked him in the movie, and I hope you guys like this movie too. But either way, let's get into the biggest, the baddest, and number 1 of the Marvel movies that I think. So, most of you probably already know what I'm talking about, and that would have to be Avengers Infinity War. Now, Avengers Infinity War is my number 1 for one aspect, because I loved the Avengers Infinity War movie. It really had a great storyline with all these characters assembling. They may have been in separate teams, but the point is, they were all fighting the same villain, just at different times. I thought it was great. I thought it was pretty great. We got them all separated, and that could have been the reason why they lost, because this is the first time where they've actually all been separated in an actual Avengers movie. So could that be the reason why they lost, or could it just be the fact that Hawkeye wasn't there, and because of it, they lost. But the point is, that was a great movie, and they really balanced it all out with all those characters, especially with the Black Order. I'm a little sad what they did with the Black Order, but Avengers Infinity War did a great storyline, and it especially teasing it, getting us ready for Avengers Endgame. It shocked us in the theater. It showed us that Thanos is the biggest, the baddest, and the best Marvel villain ever. And, well, Avengers 4 looks like a great movie. I can't wait for that. I will be making a trailer, a Super Bowl promo for that. I'm just working on that now. That one's probably going to take a little while because mostly I'm trying to break it down to give you everything that I really want to talk about. And speaking of which, Avengers Infinity War is my number one, and I can't wait for Avengers Endgame. But what is your number one? What is your number five? What is your list? Please tell me in the comments down below. And if you like this video, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you later, guys.